Should I take action? Should I not take action? What is inspired action? Where will I know if I am taking an inspired action? Action, 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 and manifestation. You guys are simply so confused about this entire topic of should I take actions or not? And in this video, we're not going to talk about inspired actions and things like that, but we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of manifestation versus action. Do you need action? But better, what actions are when it comes down to your consciousness and your manifestation. If you're curious, just keep on watching. Hello everybody, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. Subscribe and hit the ring bell button because I also go live on this channel to answer your questions, so you never miss a live. In the links down below, you find my Patreon community where we have a chat dedicated, a video per week where we go more in depth about this subjects. And just a quick shout out to my favorite app, Aura, because if you have ever wondered if you wanted like a Spotify for meditation, podcast, and affirmations and prayers and hypnosis and so much more, you can use the link down below for Aura, which is an app that provides all of this, and you're gonna have a free trial and a 40% discount with my affiliate link. Check it out, the link is down below. Now, let's get started with today's video. Okay, you guys, so let's talk about action. See, I already made another video, like I think 2 years ago, about actions, where I was talking about the difference between inspired actions, action that is aligned with your manifestation. But still nowadays, I get comments or from my clients, questions about, I don't understand if I should take actions or not. So in today's video, I want to oversimplify this entire topic for you guys and remind you that your state of consciousness manifests. So what are actions? Actions just simply tell you what you believe, what your state of consciousness you are at. That's simple as that. So if you just apply awareness, which is nothing but understanding that you are not your thoughts. Your ego constantly has to identify itself to something. That's why you constantly think. And if I tell you, who are you? You're gonna say, I am Sarah, I'm from the United States, I am 29 years old, and I wanna manifest my SP, and you're gonna start telling me everything about your life, everything about your past. And this is what happens in coaching. And usually I reply, this is not who you are. Which, by the way, you should watch my video, True Will. I will put it over here if I can, but it's on my channel. This is not who you are. In the Bible, it says, I am. Know that I am God. Neville Goddard cleverly interpret that as the presence, the void state. Joe Dispenza says it in a more modern term. When you do his meditation, he says, go to the blackness, the nothingness. You are nothing. Because through the nothingness, through the presence of being, you become everything. And you connect back to who you are, which is infinite awareness, is consciousness at large. And consciousness is everything. That's why you can select realities as a human being. That's why the mental plane in the highest degree of the mental plane in consciousness is the human mind, because it has this ability to identify with whatever it wants and to become it, because at the core you just are this I am presence. So when I'm asking you, who are you? And you reply to me, for example, I'm Naya, I'm a YouTuber, I'm this and that. But no, I am not this. I am infinite awareness. And the way you realize that you're infinite awareness is by stay present in the present moment, through stillness. That's why meditation is very powerful. That's why robotic affirming, which puts you in a trance state almost, is very powerful. That's why hypnosis is very powerful. All of these tools are there to guide you back to who you are. The identification to who you truly are, which is not identification, is simply your I am presence. How is that connected though to action? Well, if you put awareness and you understand, I am not my thoughts. My thoughts are just thoughts. I just things that go back and forth in my mind. So I don't have to identify with the story if I don't want to. I can accept the present moment, but I can direct my mind where I want. Then by the time that you take any action, you can ask yourself, What do I believe? So, for example, let's say that you are manifesting your specific person and you want to send a message. You feel this impulse. It almost feels like an inspired action. This feels so good. I am going to text this person. I'm going to text it. I have exactly what I say. Maybe it's their birthday. This is typical. I'm going to just say happy birthday, right? And they're going to remember about me, blah, 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 blah. And you go with all your thoughts and all your story in your mind, what that action tells you. Your action only tells you what you truly believe in, or what you are identified with, or let's say in another word, your state of consciousness. You texting your SP while you're manifesting this person that is not texting you, is telling you what? That you don't believe that you are with SP yet, that you're not there in that state of consciousness, that you're not that priority, that you're not chased, that you have to chase, and so on and so forth. So you understand. So put aside even the topic of inspired action. Action is either aligned with the right state of consciousness or is not. Either you cannot serve two masters, Neville will say. So either you are in the state of consciousness of having what you desire or you're not. You cannot be in both or neither in between. I'm going to say it again. You cannot serve two masters. So I'll give you another example. Let's say, for instance, that I want to be a singer. I want to have, I've been there, so I can give this example because remember, everything that I say comes from my personal experience. You have to find your own way to manifest, which might differ from my way, but you can still get inspired by what I'm saying and test it on your life. So that's how you're going to find out whether it works for you or not. So let's give you the example. I want to be a singer. I want to be a singer, I want to write albums, and I want to get signed to a record label that, and I want to do gigs. That's my desire, right? So if I'm going to take action, let's say, I know it sounds so counterproductive, but this is what happens. So let's say I want to be a singer and I don't even have an album yet. And a lot of people do this. So they don't have anything yet. They only know how to sing or how to play an instrument. And they start looking for a record deal to sign them. And then they fail. They don't get discovered. And what happens is that you're trying to align yourself with a reality that you don't believe is real. Because if you would already have the record deal, you wouldn't need to push or search for the record deal. I know it sounds so counterproductive. So I have signed with a lot of record labels when I was in the metal scene. So what I did, because I already knew back then about manifestation and I knew about witchcraft and all this stuff, which teaches pretty much the same thing. When you do a spell, like I always say, I know that it's done. So I'm already identifying with a new sense of self. So my actions have to be aligned with that state of consciousness. If I'm a singer that is already signed to a record label, well, first and foremost, I'm going to write the freaking album. And that's exactly what I did when I was in the metal scene. I didn't have a band. I didn't have a musician. I didn't have no one. I didn't even know how to play guitar. And people were laughing at me or saying, how in the hell of a world you're going to get discovered if you don't even know how to play guitar? I said, I know how to play guitar. And that's the thing is, I learned guitar in 4 months only. I kept affirming and I kept visualizing that I was good at playing guitar. My album was here. It was in my mind. Nobody could see it. Nobody could believe me, but it didn't matter. It was here. My actions were aligned with my desire, with the right state of consciousness. If I'm a singer and I'm assigned to a metal record label at the time, I'm already writing the album because the record label has already paid me to write the album. So I started action. I started doing the albums. I started writing songs. So I learned guitar in 4 months, wrote the album in 1 week. And then I said, well, as a singer, of course, I am going to put it on YouTube. Then there was Bandcamp, which is still in Bandcamp, by the way. It's from 2015, my album, my first EP. And so I recorded it by myself on my laptop, on my old laptop at the time. I put synthetic drums, which I learned how to do with a program. I learned all my actions. were saying I was in the right state of consciousness. Then I put it on Instagram, I put it on Bandcamp, and I put it on YouTube with a music video that I did by myself. Lana Del Rey has done something very similar. Now, I'm no shape or form I am Lana Del Rey, and that wasn't my goal, but she did pretty much the same. She did, I think she put the video game video that was self-made, if I'm correct. Now, I don't know very well her story, but she comes from nothing as well. So I did that, which is all aligned, and then the record labels came to me. I received, I think it was 9 independent record labels that wanted to sign me, and the rest is history, and I was a musician for almost 10 years. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? Same with YouTube. Let's give the example of YouTube. I am aligned with the state of consciousness of being a YouTuber. So as that state of consciousness, I'm not pushing for views. I'm not paying for promotions. The videos and the right people will come to me because I'm already in the right state of consciousness. So every day or whenever I have time, I make the video. And that's what I always did. And that's why I had a successful YouTube channel. My actions say something about what I believe. They say something about my state of consciousness. Let's give another example. When I wanted to manifest the love of my life, my divine match, my now husband, I go out into the world and I had fun with my friends because in my mind, I was going out with my friends because I was already married. So I didn't need to go out to look for anybody. I was enjoying my present moment. I was accepting the present moment, but in the same time, our actions were saying, I don't need to look for no one because I already have it. I already have it. So I go out not to look for someone, but I go out to have fun, to stay in my present moment. I'm already fulfilled. I already have my manifestation, and I met him very briefly after. Did I affirm? Did I do the love list and all the techniques? Of course I did. But at the same time, I did the affirmation, which is important because you're impressing your subconscious mind by doing the affirmation. I did the love list. I was clear to my subconscious mind about the kind of guy that I wanted in my life. But once that's done, it's like a spell. Once that's done, it's done. I don't need to overthink it. I don't need to go through it. I just need to stay in the present moment, relax, and all my actions and whatever I do, I just have to be aware. So what is the silver lining over here? It's awareness. Of course you can take actions. Of course you should live and enjoy the process of getting your manifestation while you are affirming or doing whatever techniques you have chosen. Stick with one if you can. That will be the best thing. But then whatever I do, it's filtered through my awareness. So you don't have to be perfect. You're going to have days when you're going to cry. You're going to have days where you don't feel at your best. Doesn't matter. The thing is, you go back to awareness. Okay, I don't feel good today. Let me revert back. Let me shift back to the right state of consciousness without reaction, without overthinking, by staying relaxed and staying focused. That's how you discipline yourself. One present moment at a time. One moment at a time, you move forward, you move forward. And whatever action you do, constantly ask yourself, what is my state of consciousness? Awareness. And your actions will only tell you what state of consciousness you're at. What do you believe in? So let's say you want to be an artist. What the version of you that is already a successful artist, or whatever version of success you want to define, does? Does your actions align to that? Or your actions are screaming desperation, are screaming, I'm pushing to get a result? If you notice yourself pushing for a result, back to awareness, back to your state of consciousness, back to affirmation, back to alignment. Because at the end of the day, you are always aligned with something. And either you are aligned with the lack of what you want, or you are aligned with the fulfillment of what you want. That's what Neville Goddard used to say. That's it, you guys. This is how you understand actions. You're constantly moving forward. You're constantly in an eternal present moment, one moment at a time. If you apply awareness, you're going to notice where your actions is leading you to. Your actions are going to say it again. I know repetition is key. Your actions only are telling you what you believe in. They're only telling you what state of consciousness you are at. And your job is not to judge yourself, but is to shift back to the present moment, is to shift back to awareness and decide, is this action aligned with the new version of myself, the wish fulfilled, or is it not? And decide from there. Because at the end of the day, manifestation not only boils down to identification, but it boils down to you choosing your thoughts, choosing your alignment, choosing your state of consciousness. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of these thoughts, and that's why you are always free to choose what to think and what to align with and what action to take. All right, you guys, I hope this video made sense and made a discerning what type of actions you need in order to manifest a lot easier for you guys. So let me know in the comment section down below. Remember, if you want to practice mindfulness, prayers, and affirmation, you can check the app Aura. Is on the Google Store or the App Store. With my link, you're gonna get a free trial and a 40% discount. And I also see you guys on Patreon for our extra weekly videos and our chat. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.